Oh, gotta plug it in first. All right, I think I found one that might fit this. So we can try this today. Here goes nothing. Thank you, ground crew.
It's a nice stream.
So that was our test with city water pressure. Hopefully something got cleared out of the line. Let's try the pump.
Not quite as much as you got from the hose, but there's all kinds of pressure in that.
No, that's pretty good.
That looks good to me.
So there was something in the line.
Oh, yeah.
Ow. All right. So the intake for the bilge is that little shoe thing right there. So you watch the water level, and I forgot that I disconnected the wire. That's not gonna do anything. All right, that's connected again. Let's see if it goes now. Okay, there's the water level. So the new tiny pump seems to pump more water than the old noisy one. Okay, so we put the city pressure water on the tubing, and it seemed to clear something out of the tubing, which is good. So then we hooked up our new test pump, the small one, the small quiet one, and we also then just hooked up the old big one, the old big noisy one. So the old big noisy one seems to be a lot noisier, and it seems to pump a lot less water. So right now the new test pump is probably going to be the bilge pump eye that I finally wire in. Hey there, what you doing?
Well, right now I am strategically removing letters so that it spells end.
What are you doing? Heat?
I am peeling letters off. And they're hot, which makes them peel off better, but it also burns my fingers. But I don't like the putty knife, it's annoying. So, especially when I have putty knives attached to my fingers.
Little fingernails?
Just so much easier to use.
So I want to tell you a little story. When we bought the boat, the name on the boat was Friendship. And you can see here the remnants of the glue from the letters. There were a lot of letters, and my daughter took it upon herself to scrape them off. She started with the city and state, and then she worked on the name, but she started at the end of the name, the word ship, and was going back. So we were coming to pick her up for a race. She was on the boat early to finish removing the letters. Anyway, she ran out of time, and when we were sighted coming towards her, the word friend was still there. But not wanting to waste time, she decided she could take off one more letter. So instead of taking off the D, the letter she decided to remove was the R, thus giving us this boat name for a few weeks. And here is the transom all clean. And here is the final result, which I think looks great. My son-in-law came to help prepare the bottom of the boat for painting. This is him looking like a crazed vigilante crime fighter. And it was time to get into that leak. So after spraying it with a hose for a while, we came to the realization that the leak was in the boot, not in the plate. Now I think the plate did leak at one point because of the discoloration of the wood down below. But right now the problem is definitely the boot. Under the boot, we were surprised to discover this spacer that goes between the mast and the deck, but it was up and out of place. And part of the reason we think it was because the slot didn't match up with the wiring hole very well. So if the thing was actually slid down into place, it would be riding on top of the wires, which is no good. So we decided that we had to expand the size of it. So you can see the line we're going to cut on the left. We're also going to take it closer to the ring on top so it has more room to slide down. Now the plan is to move the mast back a little bit so we can get that spacer in place.
Sorry I'm so slow. Look like a lot of gap down there, or does it look okay? Okay?
Okay,
It's gonna go fast, I'm afraid.
it's all right. Woo, that certainly did.
It's jammed. Sorry.
That's good. It's okay.
How's it look?
Sorry, 14. Before putting the boot back, we decided to make a tracing of it for a future reference. We put a lot of caulk in the seam and decided to tape it over and use tape liberally to hopefully hide our flaws. And then with all that plastic out of the way, I got to do the fun part, which is to put all the lines back in place. with each thing we fix on the deck, it just looks that much more like a sailboat. I feel pretty good about what we did regarding the rubber boot around the mast. I think it's in much better shape than it was. The question is that the only leak, or are there more around the mast? It's supposed to rain Monday, which is tomorrow, and we'll be able to see how it's doing. I'm not able to go down tomorrow evening to see if it's leaking or not, but hopefully sometime during the week I'll be able to go check it out. So I've been showing you the work side about prepping a boat for the season, and this boat has had more prep than usual because it had problems that existed on the boat when we got it. After the boat's in good condition, the spring preparation will consist basically of unwinterizing, looking for any damage that happened over the winter, waxing the hull, cleaning it, sanding the bottom, doing some painting. Those are the annual items. Oh, and always have to change the engine oil and filters, clean any strainers that we have, rinse out the water tank and the freshwater lines, fill and empty the water tanks a couple of times to sort of rinse them out, and apply a little bit of disinfectant, very, very small quantities. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Please consider subscribing to the channel. Hit the like button if you like the video. Leave any questions or comments down below in the comments section. And enjoy your spring. Thank you.